If you could go anywhere in the whole world, where would you go?
I always want to be part of something bigger.
Yes.
Let's go! Something that lasts, that means something.
Action.
Okay, so the first thing to know about Babylon is that the bloody thing is 189 minutes long. To put that in perspective, consider The Artist, an excellent 2011 French film that, like Babylon, chronicled the golden age of Hollywood and the at times painful evolution from the silent era to talkies. Now, if you don't stick around for the credits, you could watch The Artist twice in the same time as it'd take you to get through Babylon. And The Artist is a Best Picture winner at the Oscars. Not saying it's better than Babylon. No, wait. I am saying exactly that. The more is more ethos of Babylon is obvious from an opening 30 minutes that is maddeningly messy, and it gives the audience a front row seat to the excesses of jazz-era Hollywood. A wild party at a studio executive's mansion begins with a young woman peeing on the face of a bloated old bloke while saying, "Does Piggy like that?"
What the fuck?
And when combined with a pre-party elephant defecation scene, well, it's the most unnecessarily provocative start to a film you'll see all year.
Yeah!
Somewhere among the anthill-sized piles of cocaine, nudity and trumpet solos, the core of the story is laid out. You've got a wannabe starlet played by Margot Robbie, who seeks fame at any cost. And there's a Mexican immigrant played by Calva, who is also trying to make something of himself in the movie business.
It's written in the stars. I am a star.
And finally, there's an aging movie star played by the one and only Brad Pitt, who's struggling to adapt as the zeitgeist inexorably passes him by.
You thought this town needed you. It's bigger than you.
How these disparate storylines intersect over time is the name of the game here, but when supplied in such vast quantities, the impact is diluted. You'd think Margot Robbie was perfect for a role like this, but her one-note American accent kinda begins to grate on you.
Where do you say we come in for my close-up now?
And then there's Brad Pitt's, how should I put this? Pittness. He's just always Brad Pitt. Which is usually great, but in Babylon it feels like you're watching Brad Pitt play Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's official, old buddy. Has been.
But there is one fantastic performance that manages to hold your attention for the entire 3 hours, and that's Calva's, who really is the best bit of the movie in what is essentially the lead role. So how did this go off the rails? Well, it all started when Damien Chazelle, at age 32, became the youngest person to win the Academy Award for Best Director. He achieved it in 2017 for
La La Land.
And it earned him a level of creative freedom most filmmakers can only dream of. And you'd have to think he was given maybe a little bit too much of the old creative freedom when it comes to Babylon.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Chazelle's film is literally ambitious to a fault, which is not such a bad thing if I'm being honest. Like, I'd rather see a filmmaker with too much ambition than none at all. But the indulgences of Babylon eventually just wear you down, and you walk away thinking about what a tighter edit would have meant to the finished product.
And I'm going to bed.
My guess is a movie that actually lived up to Chazelle's ambition of creating the ultimate ode to the art form of cinema. Babylon gets 3 stars.